I've spent thousands of hours studying traders like JadeCap, Lanto, and ICT style traders. The profitable ones focus on the same few things: discipline, patience, and structure. Here are 5 things profitable traders actually do and what you need to apply to your trading. It's simple. It's not easy, but it is simple, and it takes discipline. If you commit your works to the Lord, your plans will be established. This is biblical truth. Anything that you do and put your mind to and do it for the Lord, He will establish it. It is written. It is true. Let's start. The first thing is risk management. JadeCap talks about this constantly. Most traders, when they are asked, what is traders' one job? They only had to pick one. They would say it's risk management and being a risk manager. Profitable traders think like risk managers first. They have 1 to 2 trades a day. If you're taking 10, 20 trades, I was just watching a video with Umar Ashraf. It was him versus 20 unprofitable traders. This lady comes up and says she took 100 trades a day. Are you crazy? If you're taking 100 trades a day, you need to stop right now. Either quit trading or have a serious look at what you're doing. If you're taking 10 or 20 trades a day, think about it. Because how are you making that many decisions on a 1-minute time frame, flipping? It's just not possible. For a very few it is, but for the majority of traders, it's not. Most traders take 1 to 2 trades a day max. If they have 2 losses, this is when your emotional capital gets spent. It doesn't get talked about enough. You can be the best analyst in the world. You can have a risk management plan. But if you start to tilt your brain, it's not able to think rationally. It thinks emotionally. 2 losses, stop trading. This will change your trading completely. Not sometimes, every single time. That is the biggest thing that JadeCap says. 2 losses and you're done. That is how you show discipline. Having strict daily loss limits, you have to stop at a loss limit. If it's a prop firm, you can do $150 risk for 2 trades or 3 trades, because one might be a break even, and then you're done. If you have 1 win, done for the day, you got your 1 to 2 and you're out. Survival first. All you do is control your capital. You do not control what happens in the market. All you control is how much you risk. That goes along with adjusting your stops as well. But that's for a different video. Next thing, profitable traders follow routines. It has to be a habit. Before they start, they always have a routine of what they do. Their levels are marked. They know exactly what they're going to do every day. Before you start, meditate. That's one thing that JadeCap said changed his trading completely. Why do I keep bringing him up? I watch him the most. He's an ICT trader. It's how a lot of people trade, and he is the world record holder. Success leaves clues, everybody. Please do not have your ego so big that you think you are better than him, because you're not. Almost nobody is. Of course there is, but in the ICT community, prop firm community, he's like the GOAT, okay? They have the same technical process. It's simple. They check the news, they go through, they mark up their levels. It's very easy and simple for them to do every single day. You're not thinking about it. It has to be a routine. Then after you're done, decompress with a walk. 20, 30 minutes. Again, JadeCap, 20, 30 minutes after he's done, go for a walk, then journal your emotions, okay? Coming up next, journaling. That's what I was leading into here. Tracking emotions. Most traders track their trades, but they don't track their emotions. Are you feeling crappy? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling ecstatic? Are you feeling calm and confident? If it's calm and confident, you should be trading. If it's anything else, you shouldn't. Now, you're not going to be perfect every day you get to the chart, but having good emotions is going to come from meditating and following your process before you start the trading day. 10 to 15 minutes. You can be having a bad day before, then you go get down, you get in your routine, and your body goes into autopilot and you're in the zone. Okay, that's why that routine is important. But track your emotions before, during, and after. Save your screenshots, daily, weekly, constant review. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, how much film did they watch? Are you better than them? Are you better than a 7-time Super Bowl ring winner? Or are you just going to keep winging your trades, not knowing the mistakes you're making, and being in a constant loop of making the same mistakes over and over again? This is what so many traders do. You have to sit there and you have to make changes. Do not expect a different result if you're doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, and you have to know when to perform best and worst. TradeZella is a perfect tool. 20% off. You get it for $220 for the whole year that you pay in full. You might as well do it. Just commit to it. Or you can try to make your own Notion journal. I don't know. I tried it. It was hard. Maybe you're better at it than me. But It shows you your P&L, your trade win percent, your profit factor, everything. It tells you what time you're most profitable. So maybe you see, okay, from this time to this time, I'm sucking after like 2 months or 3 months of data. Okay. Then I'm doing great in these times. All right. Then I know I just shouldn't trade during this time. Then if conditions change, you adapt, but you have to be journaling. This is one of the biggest things. Desi, 22 years old, $900,000 payout. Lanto, everybody's constantly journaling. They have a system that makes it easier for them. Do TradeZella so you know everything about your trading, and you have to analyze it. If you're not journaling how you feel and what you were doing in your process, and you're not reviewing it, you're not actually getting better. Next up, you have to focus on the process. It's not about the end result. It's like if you go to the gym and every day you expect to have a six pack, it's not going to work. You're going to quit. You just say, okay, I'm going to show up to the gym for the next 3 months, 5 days a week, and I'm going to do this, this, and this on this day, and this day, and this day. And I'm going to give 100% while I'm there, stay focused. And then let's see where I'm at in 3 months. Anything that is worthwhile is going to take time. If that Bugatti is not hard to get, nobody would care about it. You wouldn't even want it. But it's hard to get. That's why it's valued. Same thing with trading. If you want to be free, if you want to make more money than a doctor, a lawyer, how do you expect to do it in 1 year? Can that happen? Possibly. But is that sustainable? I don't know, because it takes years to build a foundation. Some people 2 years, some people 10 years. JadeCap, 14, 15 years. He's the perfect example. That's why I keep going back to him. Okay. But you need the same schedule, top-down analysis, execution rules, and consistency over emotion. You cannot be feeling, oh, well, today I feel like I'm going to do this and this. No, you need to do the same thing every day. If you can't find that edge, that's a whole different video. But you have to become the best version of yourself. Most people work for money. Instead, just focus on being an excellent person and the money will come. The people around you will benefit. By benefiting people around you and being the best version of yourself and staying focused on God, that is how you succeed. That is success. Patience. Every trader is patient. Better a patient person than a warrior. One with self-control, better than he who takes a city. This is straight out of the Bible. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness. You should set a 5-year timeline minimum. Going back to JadeCap again, if you can't tell, he's my favorite person to learn from. He was losing money for 10 years, guys, and he didn't give up. But he said, all right, I'm going to give myself 5 years to be profitable and take this serious. Because before then, he was just gambling. And I like what Desi Trade says when people ask them, or even Umar Ashraf, any successful trader, people will tell them, oh, I've been trading for 5 years. They go, okay, well, what are you doing? And they go, I don't really know. I don't really know my rules. How do I enter? I don't know. Well, see, that's the thing. It's just kind of, that is not consistent. Okay. You have to know your rules. You have to be patient. And even if you're doing it for 5 years, circling back to my point, they say you're just gambling for 5 years. And it's true. Most traders are just gambling. They have no plan. They have no analysis. If you go and you study what you're doing, even in your everyday life, outside of trading, you will improve. But only way to improve is by self-reflecting. Anybody who asks God for knowledge will receive it if they believe. But if you are double-minded, you will not. That is another quote. That's not exact, so please don't be angry there. But the point is, believe when you ask and you shall receive. This is a long game. Skill compounds slowly. You've got to think in years. A doctor, a lawyer. How long did they go to school? 10 years? How much do they pay? 200 grand in debt? Are they making money in that time? No, they're going in debt. So you expect to make more money than them, $200,000-300,000 a year, $1 million a year, even just $100,000 a year to pay your bills, and just not pay a tuition to the market or to yourself? Come on, that's not realistic. You have to be realistic. Set a 5-year timeline. Okay, so to wrap it up, 5 keys. I was very passionate in this video because it's very simple, but people do not follow what they need to. They are so glued to their phone and they have zero attention span that they cannot focus. If you're scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, and here's another thing, don't scroll on TikTok and Instagram. It's going to ruin your brain. Your dopamine is being completely ruined every single day. So then when you go to sit down and you have a task to perform, you can't even do it. You're scatterbrained. You're smoking weed. You're drinking alcohol. You're not disciplined. Wake up. Okay? Please, this is a ruthless game. People have lost millions. Right now, you have the opportunity to learn by paying $100 for a prop firm. Just keep your prop firm. Use your risk management. What does that mean? 2 trades a day maximum, or 2 losses a day maximum. You have a loss limit you cannot go over. If you hit it, you're done. It does not matter how good your third setup is, you are done. This comes from the best traders. Please do not think you know more than them. Let your ego go. Ego, you know what I mean? You need a routine. Before you start trading, meditate 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Do some box breathings, 5 minutes. 4 breaths, 4 seconds in, hold 4 seconds, out 4 seconds, hold 4 seconds. 10 to 15 minutes, get your mind straight. Go stare at the wall for 10 minutes as a meditation, then do the box breathing. I like doing that. Journal. You have to record everything. The only way to improve your edge is by journaling it and writing it down, using a software to help you, whatever you need to do. TradeZella, please just go get it. You need to follow your process once you have one. If you don't have one, that is a whole different ball game. Finding the process, finding what works is why a lot of traders are behind, because that can take a long time. There's a lot of tomfoolery out there. But again, you need to ask God on this one. He will show you what is real and what is not in any area of your life, especially in the market if you're open to it. It's a great opportunity, but you have to be humble enough to ask God for his guidance and trust him. Okay, and patience. Set a long timeline. Please do not quit your job and start trading now. Okay, that takes an extremely strong mind that most people cannot do. Some people might be able to do it, but the majority of people, especially if you don't have any business background and it's your first ever business, you're going to be under so much pressure and stress, you're not going to know what to do, okay? Set a 5-year timeline. Treat it like college. Treat it like you are going to be a doctor or a lawyer, and they have to go to school twice as long than 5 years, okay? Thank you for watching. If you want part 2, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. God be with you.